Hey, what's up, guys? I'm just gonna walk you through another day in the gym. Just kind of a typical day for me now at this stage of CCI. And before I do that, I have to say, I'm not a clinician, I'm not a doctor or anything like that. None of this is medical advice. And if you're gonna do some of this stuff, get help from a professional before you jump right in. I don't want someone to see someone like laying in bed and having CCI and going like, oh, well, Jeremy's just bench pressing, so that's what I need to do. He's doing good because this has taken lots and lots and lots of adding layers and two steps forward, one step back for the past few years. But now I'm able to do some free weight stuff. So I'm going to show you a push day. I showed you a leg day before. Push day is chest, shoulders, and triceps. Anything to do with pushing movements, and it's pretty important to keep all those muscles keep them strong if you can, because they have a pretty direct relationship to your neck. Your shoulder and your neck share some muscles, and same thing like with your back as well. You have your traps and stuff that attaches to your head. Like for instance, these are your traps, this big chunky muscle, and if you kind of raise your arm up, you can feel it right there, flex, and that attaches right to your skull, and it's a big one. So it's just important to keep all these muscles strong if you can, and that's what I'm working on, trying to get them extra strong right now. So here's a push day. I started off with incline bench press, which is laying at a 45-degree angle and doing a bench. Started off with just the bar, maybe 20 reps or so. Added 10 pounds, and then added 25 pounds, and then added 35 pounds. So I did 3 or 4 sets of that. I could have done more, I think, but my big muscles like the pec major and pec minor and shoulders and stuff, those are probably ready for a little bit of extra load. But I'm not too concerned about the big muscles right now. It's the small stabilizer muscles within there that I'm trying to lay a nice foundation, because I can assume that they have atrophied from just being bedridden and housebound for so long. So for the next month, I'm not going too crazy on weights. Just going to lay a foundation with low weight and high reps, high volume stuff, and just try to like kickstart those little stabilizer muscles so they don't get injured or something. So anyways, incline bench. And then I forgot to record the tricep stuff, but here's what I did. I did standing cable push downs, maybe 20, 30, and 40 pounds on that. And then I took the bar off, and then I just grabbed the cable with one hand and used a neutral grip. So this is overhand, underhand, neutral, and just did more extensions like that. And let's see. Then I did seated overhead press. So this is the bar, and I got a seat with a back, but without a headrest on this. And the angle makes it look like my head's kind of up, but it's not. I have my thoracic spine up and my head over my ears over my shoulders, and my chin not quite tucked like that, but parallel to the ground. And I'm trying to strengthen in that position. So I got the bar. I'm doing overhead press like this, and I can feel like my levators and my traps like shaking because they're more than likely very weak. And did 3 or 4 sets of that. Maybe added 5 pounds at the last set, but wasn't going too crazy. Overhead press can be very fatiguing on your cervical spine, so just trying to take that easy. And then I did seated chest flies. So you could do these standing as well, but seated really isolates the chest a little bit more. Eventually I'll do standing, but for now, seated is better. 3 or 4 sets of that. And then this is the first time I tried this machine in a long time, but this is a shoulder raise machine. So it's got a pad that sits on both of your forearms, and you put weight on that, and you're pushing up with your shoulder like this. If you don't work out, you've never tried one of these machines, you're gonna wanna get some professional help on this one, because this one can really jack your shoulders up and jack your traps up, and can be a little dangerous. Even if you don't have CCI, you've got to be really careful about where you sit and how high the seat is and how much weight you put on it and all that stuff. But I'm not Mr. Cool Guy, but I've got a little bit of experience with that. So, and this feels pretty good because, again, shoulders and traps and all this is like one shared area between the neck. And when you do these, you can even do this if you're in a chair. you can feel your trap fire up when you lift your elbow up like that. So I add a little bit of weight, and I'm trying to get that stronger, and hopefully that helps stabilize the cervical spine as well. So yeah, that's it. And then I'll do a video of pull day, which is back and biceps, and that's probably the most important day, because those muscles are basically what you're going to use for your posture. So you got your posterior chain, which is like right where those traps insert to the back of your skull, all the way down to your heels. So that's your, traps, back, erectors, anything around the rotator cuff, the back of your shoulders, lower back, your butt, hamstrings, calves, all that stuff on the back side of your body is really important for walking stability and just keeping your spine in line. So yeah, hope this is helpful. And again, don't follow this, but eventually, hopefully you can get to a stage where you can go to the gym, and maybe you don't have to do something crazy like this, but something lightweight. And so far, it's been pretty good for me to get back in the gym. So good luck.